Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a Croker's office, Taylor leverages Ridge and thanks him for encouraging her to get checked out. She restates that she has heart failure. Ridge says Grace is a good Croker and may have a game plan for them. You're going to make it through this. Grace Buckingham opens the door and asks if Taylor is ready for her test. Ridge asks questions and Grace explains that the results will come by snappily and they'll get some answers moment. Ridge is pleased to hear this, they'll find out what they're facing. He's going to do this with Taylor every step of the way. Taylor follows Grace out the door, but pauses to smile at her ex-husband. At Forrester, Hope tells Steffi it must be nice to have her mama back. She knows she loves having hers around. Steffi tells Hope her mama has a positive influence on her life. I don't know if you can say the same about yours. Hope grits her teeth. She was trying to bond over them being close to their mothers. Steffi doesn't suppose they've anything in common. Her mama is a psychiatrist and Hope's is a lingerie model. She doesn't want to argue with her, but she wants her to know that her mama is back in city, and she'll be spending some time with her. Hope asks to leave her mama out of it. They agree they don't want to get back to Team Brooke versus Team Taylor. Hope is truly sorry for pursuing Finn. I've apologized, and I want you to know that it'll no way be again. Hope insists she's being sincere. She's embarrassed about her jest. Where Finn's concerned and doesn't want to disrupt their family. Steffi wants to believe her, but that doesn't mean she does. They bandy the Forrester versus Logan contest. Hope says they're all family and should start acting like it. It's important to both of them to set a good illustration for Kelly and Beth. It's about time they leave a better heritage. Steffi nods courteously. In the design office, Carter tells Brooke how amazing the figures are for her line. Brooke teases if he's buying lingerie for anyone and asks where effects stand with him and her family. Carter confides that he suggested commodity to Hope that might give her line a boost. What if we align Brooke's bedroom with Hope for the future? Brooke likes it. She thanks Carter for thinking of Hope, who doesn't get important support around there. Carter thinks she's veritably special. At Bill's place, he thanks Katie for coming. He doesn't want to stay. Let's spend the rest of our lives together. Katie reminds him that not long ago, he was living with another woman. Bill says it's over with Poppy. It's no secret that the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with is standing right in front of him. Katie thanks him for saying that. It means a lot to her to know he'd want to give them another try. Bill thinks they can succeed and thrive. He knows how to be the hubby she needs. Katie tells him she's allowed a lot about this, and it's not going to be. You've left me for my family, further than formerly. She's sorry Brooke's not available, and that Poppy didn't turn out to be what she sounded. But she can't be a stage heft for either one of them. She has been soaked too numerous times, and can't go back. At the sanitarium, Taylor rejoins Ridge and tells him that her future could be determined by the test results. They look into each other's eyes with solicitude. She tells Ridge that she's glad he's there, but she still doesn't want the kiddies to know. They debate whether she's wasted her life. Taylor didn't realize how short-lived the stylish part of her life was the early times with him. She doesn't hold anything against him or Brooke. Ridge says those times were special. Taylor tells him that no matter what the future holds for her, she wants him to be happy. Ridge grows frustrated when she says she knows this could be it for her. At Bill's, he understands why Katie feels that way, but their son is back in city. It's a chance for their family to reunite. Katie says perhaps if Will was youngish and soliciting for his parents to be back together, she'd be willing to take that vault of faith. But he's grown, and he's not soliciting for this, not at all. She cries, I'm sorry that this isn't what you want to hear. She does love him. Bill says, I love you. You're my Katie. The love of my life. Katie swipes a gash when Brooke isn't available. She thinks conduct speaks louder than words. She says she's history all of that and likes their relationship the way it is. She'll always want what's stylish for him. With that, she exits. In the main office, Steffi gives Hope credit for not wanting to be like her mama. Hope's trying to be a better person and get back to who she was. Steffi asks if she has another man in her life. Hope says no. Steffi says it wouldn't be long, she's a Logan, and another subjection is always around the corner. Carter walks in and senses the mood. Oh, what did I walk in on? Steffi reassures Carter and leaves. Carter wants to talk to Hope more about her line. She asks about my line or me modeling lingerie. Carter suggests they sputter over lunch. He could treat her to a mess at her pater's eatery. Hope thinks that could be arranged. They smile. Bill is surprised to find Brooke on his doorstep. She asks if he forgot they had a meeting. He says, "Oh, Brooke's bedroom." He asks if they can register. She asks what's wrong. "Bill, you're fussing me." "What's it?" Bill tells her that it's not passing for him and Katie. She said she's only the love of his life when Brooke isn't available. At the sanitarium, Grace rejoins Ridge and Taylor. She tells Taylor her figures are good and she doesn't believe she has heart failure. Taylor doesn't understand. What about her symptoms? Commodity has to explain what she's going through. Grace thinks it's a condition that mimics the symptoms of a heart attack, and it's brought on by stress. "I believe you have broken heart pattern." Ridge gawps, "That's a real thing?" Grace says it's veritably real, and she's certain that's what's anguishing Taylor. And it's a good thing he did. Because it took exactly 1 day of seeking an alternate opinion to figure out what was actually wrong with Taylor. And boy would she have had egg on her face if she hadn't gotten more tests and just went around telling everyone she was dying only to keep right on ticking. The problem, it turns out, courtesy of Dr. Buckingham, is broken heart pattern, which isn't just a lyrical way of saying someone's sad. You can find out how it all went down in moments recap then. We all know that stress can take a risk on the body, depressing our vulnerable systems, deforming with our digestive systems and causing a whole host of problems. But it can also take a risk on our heart. And one of the ways it can do that's by causing broken heart pattern, which can beget pains that mimic heart attacks and intrude the inflow of blood in corridor of the heart. There can also be briefness of breath, irregular heartbeats, conking. So yes, it's veritably real and veritably scary. But at the same time, broken heart pattern is infrequently fatal and generally temporary. For a while now we've been assuming that after everyone said about Taylor was dying, Brooke would tell Ridge to marry her on her deathbed so that she could die happy. Also, we figured a phenomenon cure would be discovered just in time to save her, leaving Taylor and Ridge married, while Brooke fumed over giving her beau down. That's gone now, because Taylor isn't dying. She's just agonized. And since Ridge was right there with her for the opinion, he asked what we're guessing a lot of folks did about whether a broken heart pattern was real or not. There's no pretending Taylor's still dying and marrying him on her fake deathbed. With that said, it still seems enough clear what we're heading for another Tridge reunion, one way or another. But hey, perhaps this is better. The other way would have left Brooke constantly looking for a way to pull Taylor and Ridge back piecemeal. This way, Brooke is likely to just want to wash her hands of them after watching the two circle each other and sluggishly grow close. Plus, with Katie rejecting Bill, because Brooke is his true love, it sure feels like she'll be heading back to Bill soon enough too.